Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today I'm in the Bee Swarm test realm where I'll be showing you how to approach and play the Retro Swarm challenge in Bee Swarm, which should be coming out on the 23rd of May at 8 PM British time. So if you're watching this video, you may have already seen this come out and you just want to know how it works, which is totally fine because I played it for the first time just now and I've recorded the whole thing, which I'll put in the video. But I have played it now and I do know how it works, and to be fair, it is a really simple concept which you would expect when a Roblox game is sort of participated in the event where regular players perhaps are playing the game, but as well as people who don't play the game normally. So when we come into Bee Swarm, you should spawn by the hives, which I'll put on screen now. What you have to do is walk, well, first of all, clean your hive if you want to. Then walk over to the left towards the noob shop. Then you'll see a portal right next to Dandelion Field. You'll want to walk through that. Then you'll pop out here in this new place. Okay, I didn't actually mean walk back through the portal there, but that is what it is. So when you're in here, you'll see a bunch of islands. I don't think these islands really have any significance to what actually goes on apart from the decoration. I could be wrong. So when you come down here, you'll come down these steps on this sort of weird terrain thing here, and you'll see a bunch of pads. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So each pad can hold 4 people, and essentially what it is like how many people you'll be doing the challenge with. So this person's got it on their own, so they'll literally be doing it on their own. They won't have any help from other people, so they'll be alone. If you have 2 people, you have one other person helping you, and so forth, up to you get to, until you get to 4 players. There's nothing really too much going on in here. It's literally just where you spawn in. But apart from that, I'm going to show you my footage now of when I went in there earlier. I just did a full run through. We did manage to play in every single round from round 1 to round 10. We didn't win, but I do have enough footage to sort of explain all the concepts and how it works and what I recommend doing. So without any further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so when you spawn in, you don't actually have your bees to help you straight away. It's a bit like the Robo Bear challenge. You start with 50 bricks here, as you can see, and what you have to do is, I'll head over here towards where the eggs are and all that. So when you head over to the eggs, you could unlock your bees for bricks. So in a similar way to the Robo Bear challenge where you can get upgrades and bring more of your bees back, it's sort of the same principle. So as you can see, I just got my bear bee there, and I can spend another 15 bricks if I want on getting my basic bee, which I believe I do at some point. At this point, I'm not actually really sure what to be doing, but I can explain it as we go along. So for now, I'll just let it play until I see something important. Right, so while I'm here, I think it's the best time probably for me to explain the whole purpose of the challenge and what you're supposed to do. Then after that, I'll just let the footage roam free and you can just see what I do. So the whole purpose of this challenge is to stop the slimes and zombies from getting back to your hive. So as you'll notice, there's sort of like a red carpeted bit like at the cinema, just in front of your hive. And the idea is to stop those mobs advancing to actually reaching that area. So in a way, a bit like Bulldog in a way. And what they'll do is they'll just keep moving forward. They can do damage, by the way, so obviously don't get too close to them. But there's ways of sort of mitigating their attacks. So the first way to mitigate their attack is to buy a trowel for 25 bricks. And what this trowel can do is, if you've seen by the leaks, you can build a wall with your bricks that basically sort of stops them from advancing. The only thing that is a bit annoying is that they can break these walls down. So if you build a wall, it's not necessarily going to stay there forever. It's most likely going to disintegrate within quite quickly. I believe they can last up to 5 minutes at maximum. And then when you're breaking down these mobs, you can use your sword. So the sword is like the classic sword. You have to buy it from the shop once again, which is really cheap anyway. I only believe it's about 10 bricks, so it's probably the first thing you'll buy as well, apart from the bees. With that sword, you can just sort of whack the mobs. Don't get too close, as I just said, because they can damage you, and if you die, that's a bit problematic. Obviously, you'll lose your pollen, and it'll really sort of hinder your progress. And so once you've got that sword, your best methods of taking these down are basically using the trowel to build a wall and stop them from advancing. Once you've stopped them from advancing, you're obviously going to want to maybe use the classic sword or whatever weapon you have in order to sort of take them down. Then once they're defeated, and there's 10 rounds you go through. So you'll see a timer at the top of the screen, and that timer indicates how long it is to the next round. and that brick symbol just simply says how many bricks you have. So as you can see, whatever round I'm on right now, I'm not watching the video, so I'm just saying this in my normal voice. That's the round I'm currently on, and so let's say I'm on round 2, I'm about 8 rounds away from round 10, and if you get past round 10, I believe you win. And I could be wrong though, I'm probably seriously wrong with that. But as you can see, there are 10 sort of like hearts there, which just represent 10 lives. So each life can be used up when like a mob gets back to the hive. So you'll probably see it at some point in this video, or you may have already seen it already. Like a mob will get back to the hive and it'll say like -1 HP. When you get to 0 HP, it's sort of the standard principle as in like every single game. You'll basically fail and the challenge will end. Once the challenge ends, it will just send you back to that lobby. But there's not really too much else to say. So in terms of getting bricks, bricks can be obtained from leaves sometimes. There's also like these flowers that you've probably seen just now, like on my screen, but they spawn in the fields and it's like a sprout. If you break those down, then it'll like give a bunch of bricks. And obviously those bricks can be recycled to be used in the shop. You can also get bricks by converting your pollen to honey, like a hive that you get in the fields. Then that honey can actually be spent on bricks in increments of 10. So at first it will start with like quite low, like 600 honey. Then it will sort of scale up as you buy more bricks. A bit like buying basic eggs from the shop in the main game, basically. And then the other way of getting bricks is literally just by killing the mobs, so killing the zombies and killing the slime. Once you kill those, it should drop a bunch of bricks most of the time, I think. And yeah, I believe that's all the way you can get bricks. I could be wrong. I've literally just made this after seeing this for the first time, so I could be totally wrong. I would recommend watching another video on someone else's channel if you still don't understand. But for now, I'm just going to let this run through and just show you how the whole thing works, like physically.